our Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller, aka Trump's man in Texas, right? Sid, you've always been at these Republican conventions. What is your sense right now for how delegates are feeling, especially with the presidential election coming up in just a few short months?
Well, you know, it's an unusual time in Texas. We've got a whole new movement in Texas. The grassroots have woken up. They're kicking out the rhinos left and right. You know, I declared that I was going rhino hunting, and it was open season with no bag limit. So
yeah.
we've got quite a few. So that's basically what this convention is about to me.
Yeah.
Is new leadership, new direction. We're going to have a new party chair. Hopefully, of course, I'm backing Weston Martinez. I think he's the one person that can unite the party. Mm-hmm. Right now, our party's divided, and we need unity so we can all, you know, fight against the Democrats in the fall and make sure that Trump and Cruz and company all get back in office.
Now, you have been endorsing, like you said, you've been going on a rhino hunt, and a lot of those rhinos were taken out in March, or they're in runoffs now in a few days, I think 4 or 5 days till we got voting in the May runoff elections. Has that won you very many friends inside the legislature doing that?
Well, you know, my philosophy about holding office, you know, I just do what I think is right and suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
You know, I always have a clear conscience. So, you know, right off the bat, we got 5 of them. They just said, well, I'll see what's coming. They're not running. So 5 of them just decided not to run for re-election. We got another 9, I think, in the primary.
Right.
We've got another 8 or 9 in the runoffs. We're probably going to get all of them, if not all of them, 8 of the 9. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we're going to change out the House. Probably the Speaker is included in that.
I was going to say, that's probably the biggest race people are going to be watching next week.
The Speaker and 25 of his lieutenants is going to have a new dynamic in the Texas House. Mm-hmm. I hopefully the House members will get the message.
Yeah.
And start acting like the Senate does and passing our party platform.
Yeah. So that's the Texas legislature, but what has the Agriculture Department been up to?
Well, we've had, you know, a record fire in the Panhandle, 2,000 square miles burn off, 15,000 head of cattle dead, and another 25,000 that we had to dispose of. We had bird flu outbreak in our dairy herd, so we're dealing with that. We've had flooding in East Texas, Southeast Texas, Houston still doesn't have power back. Of course, we're still marketing around the globe. I just recently returned from Kenya, opening up markets there. I was glad to see that actually the Biden administration is hosting the president of Kenya to open up trade relations there. They can be a great ally for us. It's about a 70% Christian nation. They need our input, and we need their macadamia nuts.
Yeah.
We don't have any.
Yeah, that's a good trade-off, right? Last thing I want to ask you about is you were with President Trump yesterday in Houston. He's been in Dallas, and he was at the NRA convention last week as well. What is your sense from the time you've had with him about how he's feeling about the direction of Texas, and then more broadly how he's feeling about what's going to happen in November?
You know, any other man would have probably collapsed under the weight that's on his shoulders. You know, he's going through all these trials, 91 felonies charges against the man.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to keep him off the campaign trail. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have equipped a bus. We're going to travel 10 states.
Okay.
We're going to be a surrogate speaker for Trump. It's a gas and groceries tour, because that's what matters to everybody now is the price of gas and the price of groceries. So we're going to go into those swing states. We're hoping to move 1% of the vote. If we do that, he wins all 10 of those swing states. So look us up online, the gas and groceries tour. You'll see our bus traveling around the convention center here.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to see
big green monster. Look for it.
All right. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for it.
It's got Joe Biden on the side of it. Said, I did that.
Last thing I want to say is you've got a booth here at convention. How can people follow you either here in convention or online? Where can they do that?
Oh, it's easy. Just look for the big white hat, as Trump said. Just follow the big white hat. I'll be under it, I promise.
There you go. Commissioner Miller, thank you so much.